Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the Leicester City versus Chelsea game, and we won the game 2-1, which is obviously great. Before getting into the review itself, we have to say basically that there are no fan camps today, as both Louis and Brandon basically have to move into uni today. They couldn't do it on another day, so that's why they couldn't travel to Leicester. But we will be doing a hangover review live stream tomorrow night, so make sure to check that out to catch Louis and Brandon's reaction to the result as well. Getting into the game, starting off with a lineup. We started off with a little bit of a different lineup than what I expected, especially it looked like a different formation. To me, it looked like we started off with a 3-5-1-1, same formation we used against Tottenham, obviously. So obviously it was Thibaut Courtois in goal, Azpilicueta, David Luiz, and like I predicted, Antonio Rudiger as the three centre-backs. The two wing-backs stayed the same with Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso. And then we had three central midfielders, obviously, in Kante, Timu Bakayoko, and Cesc Fabregas. Then it was Pedro basically behind Alvaro Morata. Although at some points in the game we made it a 3-4-3 with Cesc Fabregas going out wide on the wing. Sometimes Fabregas being on the left and Pedro on the right and the other way around. But a lot of the time Fabregas was central as well. He was basically free roaming. Like he could basically do whatever he wanted basically. The game started off with some very good play, especially some very good over-the-top balls and crossfield balls by especially David Luiz and Cesc Fabregas when they tried to find Alvaro Morata or Victor Moses. But we just couldn't, create any real chances, at least in the first 25 minutes, except maybe an early shot by Alvaro Morata, which ended up being quite an easy save for Leicester City goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel. Then in the 34th minute, another half-decent chance for Alvaro Morata, but his shot ended up being blocked. And just a minute later, basically, another shot by Morata got blocked, which is a bit annoying. It actually bounced onto Wes Morgan's hand after Wes Morgan blocked it. To me, it's not a penalty, but I guess some people might debate it should have been, but, like I said, I wouldn't give it. Then in the 40th minute, the first real big chance of the game, and it actually, ended up being for Leicester. Bit annoying, as they hit us on the counter. Mahrez played Slimani in very nicely, who had a shot. Not a bad shot, a good shot, but he forced an incredible save by Thibaut Courtois. Very good save with his right arm. Very good. And just a minute later, Morata made it 1-0. Morata struck again. And again, with his head. Scored 3 goals for us now. All with his head. Assisted 2 goals, both with his head. The guy's a heading machine. An absolute heading machine. Again, he came after a very good cross by Azpilicueta, like against Everton, I think. And Morata buried it perfectly into the bottom left corner. Then we went into half-time at 1-0, and generally the first half, it was a good first half. We didn't create all too many, incredible chances. But Leicester only really had one big chance, one real chance as well. And obviously Morata was just very clinical with his header. We had a lot of corners in the first half. We really have to improve on that. Cesc Fabregas didn't exactly take the nicest and the best corners, I have to admit. Going into the second half, and not long after it started, in the 50th minute already, N'Golo Kante, out of all people, made it 2-0. After he just took a shot from, say, 30 yards out, a low-driven shot into the bottom left corner. It wasn't struck very hard. It looked weird. I'm sure Kasper Schmeichel's view must have been blocked somehow, because otherwise I'd expect him to save it. He looked quite angry with himself and at his, teammates. But, it was a good goal and we needed it. Obviously, scoring just before half-time and just after half-time is always basically perfect. After that, Leicester defended very well against our cutbacks. They did all game long, to be fair. Whenever our wide men, whether that's Moses, Alonso, Pedro, whenever they basically cut in and try to pull it back to one of our central men in like Morata or Fabregas when he came into the box, they always defended that very well. So we found it difficult because that's the way we try to play. That's why we found it difficult to create all too many clear-cut chances. And then in the 61st minute, a penalty was awarded to Leicester, which was a bit annoying. And Azpilicueta didn't do particularly well in that instance. He was under a lot of pressure, and for some reason he tried to pass it back to Thibaut Courtois rather than just passing it out for a corner. The pass ended up being too short. Courtois had to come out for it. Really shouldn't have, because Vardy was steaming onto it. Would never have been able to do anything with it. Basically, probably would have run it, out of bounds, and we would have had a goal kick. But he did get there. He tripped Jamie Vardy, and it ended up being a penalty. Jamie Vardy did take it. Struck it very hard. Not the best penalty, but he struck it so hard that although Thibaut Courtois got a hand to it, he just couldn't keep it out, which is obviously annoying. So in the 62nd minute, I think it was, Jamie Vardy made it 2-1. Just a minute after that, Willian then came on for Pedro, and not much happened after that. Even after we scored, we didn't create anything. After they scored, we stepped back a little bit deeper. Didn't let them create anything, to be fair, but, still, it wasn't also great. It was a bit nervy. Then in the 73rd minute, Chelsea debut for new signing Davide Zappacosta. as he replaced Victor Moses as the right wing back. And then, in the 78th minute, Eden Hazard came back. Eden Hazard made his return to Chelsea from his injury as he came on for Cesc Fabregas to make his 250th appearance. And in the 80th minute, Hazard was involved already when he found David Zapacosta, who had a shot, not great as the first touches, but, you know, still decent. He took it on, had a shot, and he just about put it wide off the far post. Bit annoying, obviously would have been incredible for him to get, you know, a debut goal. And just a minute later, we had a clear penalty denied. You know, it was just clear. You couldn't have it any clearer, to be honest, as a Morata header clearly hit Maguire's outstretched arm. I don't know how the ref or the liner didn't see that. Bit annoying, but as we ended up winning the game, doesn't really matter all too much, does it? And then we had a few chances, you know, after that. In the 87th minute, Willian came very close with a bending shot from just outside the box. Nothing Kasper Schmeichel could have done about it in the slightest. We put it just wide of the far post, basically. And in the 92nd minute, Willian had another chance. You know, forced a good save by Kasper Schmeichel on the near post. But I think Willian should have done a little bit better there, to be honest. But not much happened after that. We ended up winning the game 2-1. The second half, I have to admit, wasn't great. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't great, especially after we scored, obviously. Obviously, the goal was good. But after that, I wasn't all too happy with it. But only until Eden Hazard came on. Because after he came on, we, like I said, we came close to scoring a fair few times. He just makes such a big difference to the squad. It's actually mad. You know, he's not fully fit yet. It's not 100%, clearly not. And, you know, he came on and instantly changed the game. But Hazard came on and immediately, you know, made such a difference. It's just great to have him back, to be honest. Obviously, Azpilicueta's, Thibaut Courtois' mistake combined, basically, made it a lot more nervy than he should have been, as we were, you know, a lot better than Leicester. You know, we didn't have, like I said, not many clear-cut chances. We're just dominant, you know. We didn't give them many clear-cut chances either, to be fair. So overall, it was a good game. What's important is the 3 points. It's never easy to win an away game against Leicester, against any Premier League team, let's be honest. And actually, it was our first away win in September since we beat Arsenal in September of 2012. So first away win in September in 4 years. 5 years. 5 years. So, you know, that's mad. So good to end that streak. Talking about some players individually, to be honest, I thought everyone was really good. Bakayoko, again, took a little bit to get into the game like he did against Tottenham. But especially in the second half, he looked good. He won back a lot of balls. And then he just takes these long strides, taking the ball forward, which is, especially when you're trying to see it again, very important because it buys you a lot of time. Antonio Rudiger, defensively, I always quite like him. Like I've liked him in the few games that he has played for us so far. Sometimes when he's under pressure, you know, he just panics a little bit, just, you know, puts it, you know, out of play rather than, you know, at least, you know, just hit it long or try to find a teammate to pass it to. But he likes to just play it out for a throw-in, which, you know, can obviously be an issue sometimes. But yeah, everyone else was quite good. I was quite happy with Pedro. Was a bit on and off. He had some very good moments, but then you just didn't see him for, I don't know, half an hour. Morata, good game. You know, he scored that goal again. He just keeps scoring with his head. He should get his head insured, you know, just individually, without the rest of his body or something. Just getting separate insurance on his head, because it's that good. He wasn't that involved in the second half, obviously, as the whole team didn't particularly play well and didn't exactly do much on the front foot. So, you know, that's to be expected. But, you know, he scored again. What more can you ask of a striker? Now, before ending the video, you know, stay around 1 second. As there are no fan cams today, what we thought about doing, or what we want to do, is basically ask you to send us something like 10 to 15 second sort of short videos. Send us those videos via the website wetransfer.com, and to the email address of 100%chelsea@gmail.com. Send us your clips, send us your thoughts on the game. We'll choose the best ones and make a video out of it that will be up either tomorrow or Monday, I suppose. So, you know, record yourself, give us your thoughts on the game, obviously in English. Make sure you record horizontally as well. So, like that. Yeah, not like that. We will choose the best ones, like I said. Hopefully you can send in some good little clips and we'll make a video out of it. So if you want a chance to be on the channel, you know, send those in. If you're not from England, obviously, and can't, you know, don't have the chance to be in fan camps, that's basically your chance to give your thoughts on the game. We hope you enjoyed that. Send us it in, like I said, via wetransfer.com to 100%chelsea@gmail.com. leave us your name and also your Twitter handle so we can add that onto your clip. But yeah, that's really it from me. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, great to get another win. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below on the game. Who was your man of the match? Whose performance did you like? Whose performance weren't you also happy with? Your thoughts on the, penalty. Was it Aspi's fault? Was it T-Ball's fault? Was it just, bad luck basically? Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like I said, leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Massively appreciate that. Check out my social media links you can see somewhere over here as well. Last1507 on Instagram and Twitter. I'd massively appreciate it if you followed me there. Thank you guys for watching. Up the Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.